Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Now as you can see, I obviously am not on FL Studio, I'm playing Minecraft. I'm playing Minecraft. Now, you may be wondering why, because I want to start a new series. So this is going to be a new series of mine where, I just kind of play Minecraft and talk about things related to music. Because I feel like a lot of people make there's a lot of videos like how to do this, how to do that, how to do things in music. Well, not many people talk about music, like things such as the mental side of music, how to stay motivated, how to come up with new ideas, how to beat block, etc. Things such as the business side, like how to get placements, how placements work, how to get paid, etc. Like nobody really talks about music. So this series is pretty much just gonna be me playing Minecraft unedited, so it's just gonna be me rambling while playing Minecraft. But today I want to talk about placements, and I want to answer the question: is it really worth it to chase placements? Now, it can be, but my short answer is gonna be no. Now, I'm just gonna use me as an example because obviously I know myself the best. So, do I have placements? Yes. Nothing major, like I don't have a placement with Drake or anything, but like I have a few. And I'm gonna show you guys and go through it. So now before that, I want to talk about the word placement. Because I like people use that loosely. I've seen some producers with like they'll put placements in their bio, and then the artist will have like 500 like to like 1k followers. Like that is not a placement. Like if that's a placement, if that's the case, then I got a shit ton of placements. It's like, to me, a placement is like when you get a song with a big artist, either signed to a label or just an artist with a decent fan base. Like for example, Drake. Obviously, that's a placement. Or someone like Autumn. Autumn's obviously nowhere near as big as Drake, and Autumn's independent, not signed to a label, but Autumn has his own fan. He's big. Like Autumn is a pretty big artist, comparatively speaking to the world and other people. He has like 1 million monthly listeners. I would consider that a placement. So, but is it worth it to chase these placements? Try to get your beats to these people. Short answer, no, and I'm gonna explain why. So, I'm gonna do so by telling you guys my history with placements. So, I started making beats around like I don't know, maybe 2019, maybe. I don't remember, a long time ago, guys. But I started making beats, and then I just started posting them on Instagram. And I didn't even know you could get. I didn't even think of the possibility of getting placements. I just was posting beats, making beats for fun, posting them on Instagram, and just wanted to share my music to the world. And then eventually I started getting better and better. More people started liking my beats, and following me, and then people started buying, and then other producers started wanting to collab with me. One of these producers being Marco Lens. And Marco Lens is the first ever. So shout out Marco Lens. I think his Instagram is Marco Lens. I don't remember honestly, but if you type in Marco Lens on Instagram, like he'll probably be one of the first options. But Marco Lens is a sample maker or loop maker, and at the time when he hit me up to work, like he wanted to work with me, he wanted to send me loops. He didn't really have that. He didn't have huge placements, but he had like some. Like he had some with like Young and Ace. I don't remember. I think Coiler Ray, other some decent sized people at the time, But now Marco Lens is very big. He has songs with Lil Baby, Lil Durk, DJ Khaled, Future, etc. All these, pretty much anyone mainstream you can think of, except for Drake. He probably has a placement with them guys. And seeing all this, like I literally saw him blow up. Like I guess like yeah, I seen him blow. Okay, First off, I'm kind of ass on keyboard and mouse. Like usually I have a controller connected, but it keeps dying, so like I'm just playing on my keyboard and mouse. Like I'm pretty ass at this on keyboard and mouse. But anyways, um, I literally seen Marco Lens blow up and keep getting all these placements. So I was like, you know what? I want that. I want to work with the TJ. I want to work with Lil Derek, Lil Baby, all these people that he's working with. So I stopped posting on Instagram and I started chasing placements. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, that was probably the biggest mistake in my life. When I was posting on Instagram, I was selling a shit ton of beats. Like a lot of people were buying beats from me. I was even getting opportunities. Like, guys, I swear to God, I'm not even lying here. This was around when Travis Scott dropped Astroworld and nobody knew who Don Toliver was. Don Toliver's manager. So I posted a Travis Scott beat on my Instagram. Don Toliver's manager hit me up and was like, "Yo, send some beats to this email." I'm not gonna show it to you guys because I don't want to show the email. Like I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but and it's probably full or like expired or not a thing anymore. But he hit me and I didn't get a placement with Don Toliver obviously, but it was a cool opportunity. I didn't. It's like it just came to me. I was just doing my thing. Having fun posting on Instagram, and then he just found me and hit me up. And ever since I stopped posting on Instagram and started chasing placements, that shit never happened to me. So anyways, let me break down my placements. So, like I said before, I think a placement is someone who either A, is signed to a label, or B, is of decent size, Not someone like 500 followers. So I'm going to show you guys some of my placements. Because I'm being 100% transparent. A lot of people don't really do this, but I don't care. So, my first I guess my first placement that I would consider placement is with this guy called Lil Muck. Now Lil Muck, OS and flows here, but like that's later on in the video. But Lil Muck, I can't type. It's not that he's not big, but he's not small. And he has a song with Lil Baby. So, he has a song with over 5 mil. He has a song with Lil Baby, over a mil. He's not that small, he has somewhat of a fan base. I think he is signed to a label. Let me check. Hold on. I don't know how to. Let me go to credits. Okay, it doesn't say. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But anyways, this is my beat. So let me get rid of it. See, look, and I can prove this is my beat. You hear that? That's my old tag. Look, this is the beat right here. Look. If it plays. Hello? See, look, and that was Marco Lens tag. But, you guys are probably wondering how much money I got from this. Let me type it in the chat here. I got a whopping 0. Wait, what's my search history looking like? Whoa, okay, we're good. It's nothing crazy. That's how much money I got. $0. Now let me tell you how I found out about this placement. I follow him on Spotify, right? So one Friday, I just was on Spotify. I went to What's New, and I was like, oh shit, Lil Muck dropped a new song. Let me listen to it. Turns out it was my beat. I was like, oh shit, that's my beat. Now, this being my first placement, I didn't know what the fuck to do. So luckily, that was a collab beat with Marco Lens. So what happened was, I showed Marco Lens. I'm like, yo, we got a placement. What the fuck do I do? So he has a management team because he's a sample maker who's very successful. He has a management team, and the management team contacted Lil Muck's manager. What is this? I think my sister was making this. I don't know. But anyways, his management team contacted Lil Muck's management team, and they were like, yo, you gotta pay the producers and whatever. And you know what they said? They said, so apparently because the song was not released under their label, he was signed to a label, but I don't think he is anymore. But because the song was not dropped under the label and it's just like a single he wants to drop by himself, they can't give us an advance, but they could give us some royalties. So when you get a placement, usually, or you should get in advance where they pay you up front. Like let's say you get a song with Rod Wave, they'll pay you in advance of like maybe like like 2K for example, right? You get 2K in advance plus like a bit of the royalties, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So they said they can't give us in advance, however they can give us some royalties. So me, because it's my first placement, I just wanted, I didn't want to take it down. Like Marco Lenz was like, "Yo, we could take this shit down if they're not gonna pay us, we could take it down." I didn't want to take that shit down because, you know, I wanna, I wanted credibility. I wanted to be able to say like, "Okay, yeah, I produced for this guy," right, and put him in my bio. Because that's what people do when they get placements. They put in their Instagram bio like, "Oh, placements," and then or prod produced for, and then like all the people in their bios and shit. I wanted to be able to do that so I can show that, I'm somewhat credible and I'm not ass. So, um, I told him to chill, let's just leave it and we'll take the royalties. So he's like, alright, bet. So he told his management to hit them up and give us the royalties. And I don't know, they just stopped replying. So I didn't even get royalties. I got nothing from that song. Now that song isn't even on Spotify anymore, so I think Marco Len's team probably took it down. I don't know. I just one day I was like, oh shit, where's the song? It's still not there. But I wasn't really tripping over it because he's not that big. And I just wanted the credibility. I just wanted, to build up my placement. So I was like, okay, cool. I got that placement. So let's just put it in my bio. I'm not losing anything. I'm not getting paid for it, but not the end of the world. So that's my first placement. And what did I really get out of it? I got the ability to put him in my bio. That's it. So now the second two placements I got were by Chavo and Jelly. So Chavo and Jelly, if you guys follow Playboy Cardi, you know Pierre Bourne obviously. And Pierre Bourne used to have a label called Sauce House. And Sauce House had Chavo and Chavo and Jelly signed to them. So Sauce House isn't a thing anymore. But let me just show you. Oh, he's right here. Boom. This is Chavo. Now he's pretty big, 600K monthly listeners. Michigan has almost 80 million streams. That's kind of insane. But this is Chavo right here. I have a song with him. It's called Geeked. Oh, I gotta type it in. This is my song. These are my brothers right here. I just put them on it, and he allowed it. I didn't expect him to, but I was trying to, help them out. So, anyways, so Chavo, and then Jelly, Chopsticks. This is my song. As you can see, I'm right there. So, I got those placements. Now, how did I get those placements with these people? Why is my controller doing this? Hello, I can't. Yo. How did I get those placements? I paid for them. Now, if you don't know, some artists actually reply to you and they charge for placements. Now, guys, don't do this, okay? Learn from my mistakes. Don't ever pay for placements. It's not worth it at all. But at the time, I didn't know. I'm still new to chasing placements. I'm just trying to, work with whoever I can. So they weren't even charging that much. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just, I'll pay for placements. So I bought two. I bought one from Chavo and one from Jelly. And I did get paid for them, not in advance. I paid them obviously, but I get I have 100% of both of the royalties. Now is that a good thing or bad thing? It's a good thing, but I'm at a loss because I did not make back how much I spent, to get the placements. It's not worth it, guys. Like, if you guys are new to making beats and chasing placements and shit, don't ever pay for a placement. Because first of all, when you pay for the placement, the artist doesn't drop the song themselves. You have to drop it. So good thing I already had DistroKid. I dropped it on my own and just, added them onto it. Second, they don't ever promote it or do anything. Like, they'll probably put it on their story once and then that's it. So pretty much to get streams, you just have to rely on how dedicated their fans are, unless you want to promote it yourself. But I wasn't trying to do that because, I'm not trying to pay for promo for another person's music. I understand I made the beat, but like, I'm not trying to pay more to promote it. Like, I don't care that much about it. So really, at the end of the day, I do have the royalties. However, again, the big takeaway from it was I just got to put them in my bio. So, was it worth it? No. So, don't buy placements, guys. Don't buy placements. So that's that. The or I guess that's three. And then the fourth placement I got, this was in 2023, was with YSN Flow. Now, YSN Flow is the biggest out of all these people. Okay, maybe Chavo is. Never mind. Chavo, this is him. He has 100K. I thought he had more, but like he doesn't really drop music for some reason. He dropped this song right here. But if you don't know YSN Flow, you guys know Lil TJ, and he has a song with Lil TJ. He has a song with Quando Rondo too. He's pretty big. I mean, this song has almost 40 mil. This song has 13 mil, etc. Right? I didn't get anything, guys. I didn't get any money from that either but that's not his fault though. So I spammed his email with beats for a long time, and then finally, wait, is there sound? Hold on. Okay, thank God. Finally, he actually replied to my email. Like that's never happened before. I've never had an artist reply to my email, but he replied to me, and he said, "Oh, I used this beat. Thanks." So I was like, "Oh shit!" I was so excited. I was like, "Holy shit! I got a placement. I actually got a placement." And he actually replied to me, so I was gassed. But he never dropped it. I never heard the song because he never sent it to me, and he never dropped it. So I know I have a song with him because he told me that he used the beat, but I never heard it, and I don't think it's ever gonna drop because that was like 2 years ago now. So what did I get from that? Again, the ability to put him in my bio. So those are my, I guess, big placements, and then I have one more too. It's not really I mean, it is a placement. Hold on. This is my brother sought after, but where is it? This song right here. Oh yeah. We got a feature from multi-season, and multi-season is somewhat big. Let's see his songs. I swear he's bigger. I thought he had a song with okay, well he has some 100Ks. It's pretty big. Like comparatively to other artists, this is pretty big, guys. Anyways, point is, oh yeah, I didn't really get paid for that song either. I have royalties on it, but we paid for the feature. So he's not gonna give me an advance if me and the other artists paid for the feature. So, all in all, placements is not worth it, guys. Because like I said, I started chasing placements around COVID time, so 2020, 2021. It's like been 4 years, 5 years now, and those I really don't have anything to show for it. I don't even think I'm that bad at making beats, guys. Like, you can listen, you can be the judge of that. You can go on my YouTube, listen to my beats, whatever. I genuinely think I'm pretty good, but it's just so much effort to get a placement, and when you do get it, you don't even know if you're gonna get paid, and you don't even know if they're gonna drop it. So it's not worth it, guys. Like, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I almost quit making music because of chasing placements. So last year, 2024, I really wanted that to be my year. I really wanted to I was like, okay, let me lock in and let me get these placements. That was my last year chasing placements. It was last year. I tried and I didn't get anything. Like I got nothing, guys. And I almost quit music because, trying to chase placements when you're trying to do this for so long and you don't really see the results that you want, it's kind of hard, it's hard mentally to deal with. It's like you work so hard and it's not working. So I genuinely was about to quit. Also, I wasn't having fun. When you're chasing placements, let's say for example, I'm gonna use Lil TJ as an example because I really wanted a placement with Lil TJ. Lil TJ uses a specific style of beats. And even Ken Carson as well. Ken Carson uses a specific style of beats. Rod Wave uses a specific style of beats. If you're trying to get a placement with Lil TJ, you gotta make those beats. You know? And imagine trying to get a placement with Lil TJ and just straight making Lil TJ beats. Like day 1, like 5 Lil TJ beats. Day 2, 5 Lil TJ, and they keep doing that. That is not like, personally, I can't do that. I can't, like, I get bored easily, guys. That's why if you look at my YouTube channel, it's diverse. You know, I got like some Drake beats, some Cardi beats, some, I don't know, some Uzi beats, some random ass, you know, whatever. I just like making whatever I want. I can't keep making the same beat over and over again, guys. And it kills your creativity when you're trying to work with, you know, obviously you can. Like, I could probably send Lil TJ some Ken Carson beats. Will he use them? Most likely not, because when has Lil TJ ever dropped a Ken Carson type of song? Now, that may change. He could probably drop one in the future, but based off of the history of his music, most likely he's not going to. You know? So, it really kills your creativity. And I feel like when your creativity is killed, you lose the joy. And that's what happened to me. I stopped enjoying making music. I just lost the joy of making music. It wasn't fun anymore. Because it was like, okay, I'm just forcing myself at this point. Every time I'll get home from work, I would look at my computer and be like, nah, I don't want to go, I just don't want to. I didn't want to make beats. Because it was depressing. I was like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? You know? But what really, okay, I'm not quitting, guys. Like, I really love music now. And what really saved that for me is my YouTube channel. Like, I love my YouTube channel because it's like I don't have to rely on anybody now but myself. If I don't do well, if my YouTube channel's not doing well, if I'm not getting views, if I'm not growing, that's on me. I don't have to rely on anybody. But like with placements, you know, it's like you have to rely on them. Like, if you want to make it in music through placements, you have to rely on other people. You have to rely on Lil Baby to use your beats. And if he does, you have to rely on him to drop those songs. If he doesn't, how are you going to get paid? You know? And I understand it's not all about the money, but, you know, be honest. We want to make a living from this. You know? So it is about the money a little bit. You know, that's like asking someone like, oh, why do you work here? Why do you, let's say like you work at Walmart or McDonald's. Why do you work at McDonald's? Oh, well, because, you know, I need money. I'm making music because I don't want to work a normal job. I don't want to work at McDonald's. I don't want to do something I love. So, but point is, you have to rely on those people. Here, I'm just focusing on myself. And, you know, if I fail, that's on me. It's not, and that's the thing with music too, or placements too. Like, it's like, I was spamming people, okay? I'll tell you, I have a big ass email list with so many artists and A&Rs and whatever. Spamming every single day. I would spam emails. And not really anything to show for it. I'm literally relying on these people to use my beats in order to be successful. Like, that's not, like, think of it. Like, that's not the route to success. Well, it can be, but like it's not. Like that path. Thinking about it doesn't make me happy. You know. Now I'm not opposed to getting placements. You know, I'm still open to opportunities. But what I realized is I don't want to chase anymore. You know, I still do want placements, but I don't want to chase them anymore. I just want the opportunities to come to me. Now, I don't know if you guys know this producer named Max Flames. He's a YouTuber, so go check him out, Max Flames. I think he's worked with Uzi, he's worked with Homicide Gang, he's worked with Pretty Fun, etc. You know, a random assortment of artists. But the point is, he's worked with these people because he focused on himself, and the opportunities came to him. And also, going back to me, when I first started making beats, I was posting them on Instagram. Remember I told you guys at the beginning of the video, I got it, like, Don Tolliver's manager hit me up. I didn't hit him up. I wasn't chasing anything. I just posted a trap. Wait, did I say that? Okay, I don't remember if I said it or not, but Don Tauber's manager hit me up when I was posting on my Instagram, and he asked me to send beats. I didn't get a placement, but I got the opportunity. Because, you know, I didn't expect to get the placement anyway because I was still new to making beats. I don't even know why he hit me up, to be honest. But point is, the opportunity came to me. I didn't chase the opportunity. It came to me. So, again, short answer, is chasing placements worth it? No. Like, I would say, guys, honestly, with music, focus on yourself. Do what you want to do. That's why I'm doing YouTube right now, because this allows me to create whatever I want to create. If I want to make like a Ken Carson beat, for example, which I just did recently, you know, I'll do that. I don't want to make a little TJ beat today. I don't have to. I could do whatever I want. Maybe I'll make a little TJ beat, you know, later. I don't know. But I could do whatever I want, and it's fun. You know, I'm making music for myself. I'm not relying on anybody else. So, okay, I feel like this is a long video, so let me end it now. So, to summarize, is chasing placements worth it? No. But don't shut it down. Focus on yourself and let the opportunities. Hold on, this is kind of an ugly view. Let me look at it. Guys, my world is sick. Like, I'm gonna show you guys it later, like when I get bigger, but I was just flying. I just love my world. Anyways, chasing placements is not worth it. Focus on yourself, but don't be opposed to opportunities. Think of it like a door. Chasing placements is like trying to break into a locked door. You know, you're trying to break down the door to the opportunity. Well, it's locked, you know? You can't force yourself through the door if it's locked. However, you know, if you're just doing you, the opportunities will come to you. Just like how that Don Toliver opportunity came to me. I didn't chase it, the door opened for me, and I took it. You know, I may have failed, I didn't get the placement, but at least I got the opportunity. And I know that if I continue with my YouTube and I grow bigger, more opportunities will come to me. And they will for you guys too. So, you can chase, like, it's up to you guys, honestly. If you want to chase placements, you can. But based, like, time-wise, don't waste your time on it, guys. Because me, for example, I've been chasing placements for 4 years now. And those 4 placements I showed you guys, that's all I have to show for it. And I didn't get a single dollar from any of them. It's not worth it. You can do it, and if it works out, then it can be very successful, but it's not worth time. Let the opportunities come to you, okay? And that is my opinion on placements. So let me know what you guys think. And let me know if you guys like this series. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you, because I can yap, like I'm a yapper, guys. If you made it to the end, that's insane. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna drop more videos like this. But this isn't my main series. Like, I'm gonna still do, you know, I'm gonna just do these every once in a while. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, for real. And thank you guys for the support lately. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.